Hello, hello, hello. It's Mary with Stamps-N-Lingers, and it is Saturday night. Live on Saturday. No, sorry. Totally wrong show entirely. It's Mary with Stamps-N-Lingers, and it is Saturday night at 7 Eastern, which means it is time for a Facebook Live video. So hopefully y'all are having a good weekend. I'm just double checking over here off to the left that I am actually transmitilating. So it looks like folks are coming on. Hi, Rosie. Appreciate you joining, my friend. Alrighty. Hey, Mary. Appreciate you coming. Hello, Julie from North Dakota. Might be colder there than it is here today. It's really pretty pleasant. We spent the day kind of outside and I was shucking clothes. The more I worked, the more I had to shuck. You know how that works. All right. So it looks like everybody's up. It means I'm in the right place and you're in the right place and we're all just, like in the right place and stuff. So that is awesome. Let's go ahead and get started. I have a card today that has two items that are, going away as of Monday night. All right. Sale-A-Bration ends Monday. So a couple of things are going away. Most importantly, these products that I have used today and your chance to get 2 free stamp sets along with your starter kit. So if you've got any thoughts of joining, this would be a really, really, really good time to get that done. And I would love to have you on the team. So if you have questions or you'd like to just talk about it, give me a blast and I'll be happy to talk. Okay, so this uses the Driving By stamp set, which is super cute, real simple, super cute. When I saw these little images right here, I thought paper piecing. So I've been planning on doing a paper piecing project for a minute, and I have finally done it. All right, and then I've used the Friendly Hello DSP back here and as part of my car. Now, wouldn't you like to have a car with those dots on it? I mean, seriously, who wouldn't, right? Hello, so cool. You've got style even. And that comes bundled with a stamp set, with the Friendly Hello stamp set in the Sale-A-Bration. So Friendly Hello with the DSP with a $100 purchase and Driving By with a $50 purchase. You've got until like midnight Mountain Time on Monday to get that done. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Let me show you what we've got. This is the card base is just a single piece of cardstock, and I have a little tiny front fold with some super cool colors, very cheerful. And like I said, I've paper pieced here. And then I put a panel on the back so that whoever gets this will go out as a customer gift. Whoever gets this will be able to send in the decorated envelope, send a little note, and personalize it. Okay, so all of these instructions will be on my blog tomorrow, so you don't have to do anything but watch. Thanks, Julie. Thanks, Faith. Okay, so let's get started. I'll put that aside. I've got all of my things. With any luck, you know that it is just a crapshoot every single week, whether I have everything cut, right? I mean, totally, you know that, right? Yeah, I feel like you think, oh, Mary, do you even pay attention at all, ever? Okay, so to start with, I have a piece of the pretty striped paper from Friendly Hello, and I am going to use a little liquid glue to adhere it to a fresh freesia mat, like so. And we'll try to get it as straight as we can get, which isn't always as straight as it could be, but it is what it is. Then I took a smaller piece with these pretty dots, same color, so it really ties together well. And it's just a little smaller piece. And I'm going to adhere it to the left side. All right. For those of you who play along with blog challenges, you might recognize the Tuesday morning sketch. All right. There we go. Okay. Now, if there is any part of this card that is difficult, it's this next step. Okay, so y'all put your drinks down. Don't pay attention to your kids and your husband or your dog or your cat. Pay attention right now so that tomorrow when you try to make this card, you'll be like, I got to go back and look at the video, which is fine. You'll be able to. Not a problem. What I have here is I have a piece of basic white that I cut down to size, and then I embossed it in the Stripes and Splatters 3D Stripes and Splatter 3D embossing folder, in the striped one particularly. And I'm just going to adhere that to a piece of basic black cardstock, like so. Okay, so that's step one of this more difficult part. Now I have the small card on the front. Okay, so this is a 2.5 by 7 inch piece of black cardstock, and I am going to score it at 3 1/2. Those of you who are paying attention and working along with me know that that is half of 7 inches. Yes, even with fuzzy math, even with fuzzy new math, where they take 75 steps to say that half of 7 is 3 1/2, it's always going to be thus. All right, so I'm just going to score it and turn it like that. Now, the reason I did this now is because I am setting up for my angled panel. So the way you want to do this is lay your angled panel on your card front like you want it to be angled in a panel-like manner, and then lay your small card base over the top like you want it to be. Take a pencil and very lightly make a line there and make a line there. And then I recommend putting a little corner down here, just a little one, very light. You can erase it later. Okay, just a very light little corner, just to help you kind of remember where everything is going to go. Okay, so I've made a line here and a line here and a little corner with my pencil and a little corner with my pencil. Following me so far? Okay. So I'll put this aside, pull my trimmer back out. You're probably thinking, Mary, why did you do that? The reason I am doing this instead of just adhering this and then adhering this is it's starting to get a little bulky, okay? And I didn't want that. And also, it was fun to do it different, okay? So there you go. If you want to just adhere it like this and then stick this on the top, you do you. It'll work just as good, I'm certain, but this is fun. And it's tidy, and it's a little bit less bulky. So really what I'm going to do here is I am lining this pencil mark up with the cutting channel on my trimmer. And then I'm going to hold it down real solid and give it a cut. Okay, and you may need to do it twice because you're cutting through 2 pieces. Yes, indeed. That's all right. Like that. Okay, so there's our top piece, and then we'll do the same here. All right. Like so. And then you can do whatever floats you with this piece. Okay, so now we have 2 pieces left. And what I am going to do is I'm going to lay those in place using my little corners down here, like that, and then set my card base in the center, okay? And it's all gonna wiggle around, so that's fine. You're just gonna play with it a little bit. Okay, like so. So I'll go ahead and put that piece on to start with. For those of you thinking this is really fiddly, it's a little fiddly. It's a little fiddly, but it's okay. Sometimes it can be fiddly and still be fun and easy. Hey, Claire from snowy and cold Montana. Hi, Janice. Hi, June. Hi, Roz. Appreciate you coming. All right, here we go. We'll just get it on the way it's supposed to go, like so. And that corner is really helping me out. Make sure everything still looks straight. And then do the same on the bottom. Do the same on the bottom as you did on the top. Push that in place. And find our corner. There we go. Like so. Alrighty, done. And there we go. So that is how that is going to fit right there, just like that. There, perfect. All right. And then I'll just go ahead and adhere the card base to the card front, the little card base. This would be called in the parlance, in the parlez-vous, the little card base. Little card base. There we go. Like so. Bing, bada boom. Give that a little shove if you don't like being able to see that. And of course I don't, because it bothers me. It bothers me. There we go. Perfect. We'll take that. Okay. All right. So now let's go ahead and make our little card front. Shall we? Let's do. All right. I have 2 pieces of fresh freesia to act as the mats, and then 2 pieces of, or just 1 piece if I can't find the other piece. See? You knew it would happen. It's here somewhere. This is like the little flower. There it is. This is like the little flower from last week. I did find it after I realized that y'all were hollering at me. Mary, 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 it's under your... Yeah, it was crazy. Okay, I'm going to take the cute little car and I'm going to ink it up with Tuxedo Black Memento ink. And I'm going to stamp it in the middle-ish, like right there. Kind of straight because it's on a straightaway. And I'm just going to hold it a beat or 2. Yes, I did mean it. I really, really did. But wait, there's more. All right, so we're going to have that. Now, before you came, you're going to get, you'll see how I did this in a second. But before you showed up, I stamped that same car on this piece of the DSP, which if you remember is the same as on the front. And I fussy cut his little self. And all I'm going to do is put him on just like that. But before I do that, I'm going to give him some tires. Now, I did consider blue tires. I think blue tires would be cool, really. And it would be very stylish. And since the sentiment does say you have style, you could certainly do blue tires. Or, you know, shaded spruce. Whatever makes you happy. I went kind of boring with basic gray. Sorry. Yeah, I'm a black and gray kind of girl, 4 tires. Or if you live on a dirt road, black and kind of brownish, tannish color with the occasional splattering of mud. That's how we roll around here. Occasional scattering of mud. Yes, Amy is not already starting this. And then I'm going to take the bullet end and give a little ground like that. Okay? Because, you know, cars don't fly. The Jetsons promised us flying cars, and they lied. They did. There are no flying cars that I am aware of. I mean, I know I've seen some experimental ones, but I'm sorry, I'm not getting in them. I expected it to be the mode of getting around. The way you went to the grocery store, the way you went to work. Of course, the wives didn't work. Actually, what did wives do? What did wives do? Because they had the robot guys that cleaned their house and cooked their food. What did wives do in the Jetsons since they did not work? So I've just put a little bit of liquid glue on the back of that, and I'm putting it right in place on my little car like that. Now, I would recommend that you do your sentiment before you do your paper piecing, just because in case you mess it up, you haven't already used your piece. But we're going to see if I can make this work. So here we go. They went shopping. I think that must be right. Make sure that you have a good straight image. And that will also tell you whether you have a Stampin' dimensional cover on your sentiment that you're just missing. Okay? So just saying, it's a good idea to do. So I'm going to stamp that right here. And I'm really not going to rock this because that's not a good idea. And I'm going to go with that. It's a little bit crookedy, but, you know, you got style. It's a rakish angle. It's at a rakish angle. Now, I'm going to take a Granny Apple Green, Fresh Freesia, and Petal Pink Stampin' Right marker, and I'm going to color my balloons. Now, if you are a fussy cutting guru and you love to fussy cut, I would absolutely stamp this on 3 different designs from the Friendly Hello DSP, and I would cut out those balloons. But I didn't want to scare you all or give Amy a stroke, so I didn't do that. So I'm just using my Stampin' Right markers to color these in. Okay. Now, one more thing, and then we'll assemble this. There we go. I am going to take Rosie. There it is. Rosie the maid. My sister-in-law named her Roomba Rosie. Perfect. Perfect. There you go. She raised her 2 kids. Good on her. That's exactly right. All right. Now I'm going to take my car again. I'm going to clean it off. And I'm going to stamp a sentiment. Which one am I going to stamp? I'm going to stamp driving by just to say hi. This is the inside of the little card on the front. Again, in the shaded spruce. Again, double check that you are straight. Somebody tell me, because they know, because they've heard me say it a million times, what are the 2 things that dictate how straight your sentiment goes? And go. Okay, I'm waiting. Do, 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, your vision, that's a third thing. That's not the 2 things. That's not. It's not. I mean, it's a thing, but it's not the 2 things. I'll tell you in just a minute. Surely, how well you add the sticker and how well they made the stamp. Yay, Penny! Dancing, alcohol consumption also works. There you go. How it was manufactured and how good a job you did labeling. You guys do listen. I'm so touched. All right. Now, I've got my little car, and I'm going to just ink these balloons, but I'm not going to trust that, okay? Because I don't want anything but the balloons. So what I'm going to do is take my sticky notes. Somewhere around here I have my sticky notes. There they are. And I'm going to cover the car up just so that I don't inadvertently stamp more than I want on there. Okay. This is one of those sticky notes that is sticky everywhere, so it works pretty good. And then I'm going to stamp this right here in the corner. Like that. Okay. And now, in a fit of efficiency, oh, get ready to be impressed. I'm going to do the same again on the front of my envelope. Okay. Aw, Penny, that's sweet. Thank you so much. All right, one more time. One more time. Making sure I don't have black on my fingers. And here we go. Perfect. I'll take it. And that can sit aside and dry. And then I can get rid of that and get rid of that dangerous open ink pad. That's just like saying, Mary, get ink all over you. Get ink all over your card. You can do it, Mary. Get ink everywhere. All right, I'm going to color these guys. And you don't have to, but I'm changing where the balloons are, the colors, because I can, because it seems like fun. If I was truly, truly efficient, I would also do this on the envelope, but I saw a little bit of extra ink, and I'm going to let that dry a second. Okay. Then we'll adhere these with some more liquid glue. Liquid glue. Thank you, Wendy. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. We went and got compost today from the landfill. And what else should we do? Oh gosh, we ordered vermiculite, and oh my goodness. Vermiculite has gone the way of diesel gas, which is to say very, very expensive now. So hopefully, and then tomorrow I think we're going to set seeds because we've got a bunch of seeds that are ready to start. I was doing the count. I've got 5 kinds of tomatoes going this year. So I'm excited for that. I want to get some, I've got a really good recipe from the internet to make fresh tomato marinara, and I'm hoping to do that and have a bunch of it frozen in the freezer by the time we head into winter. Hi, Jenny. All right. Yeah, you guys who come at the odd hours of the day and night, I really, really appreciate that a lot. I should put this in right side up. There we go. Let's do that. Let's do that. I like the fresh freesia with the black, don't you? Isn't that pretty? It's kind of like pink and black, which is also very good. And then we're going to put this on. Do you guys know what is missing on this card? Go ahead, I'll give you a few seconds to think through what could possibly be missing on a card made by Mary. Yep, you'll get it here in just a second. Just a second. Alrighty. How to can roasted garlic. Oh, Leanne, that sounds really cool. Dimensionals, ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. What was I going to do? Oh, I was going to get some of these, the adhesive backed hexagones, and I'm going to put a few pink ones on. Okay, pink. I'm going to put some pink ones on. I'm going to put the pink or two here, and another pink here, and maybe a pink up here. I think anybody who has style and drives an open convertible with balloons hanging out would probably be having a lot of these little pink things on there, I think. So there's going to be 5. You can use 7. You can use 3. You cannot use 6. You cannot use 4. Okay? Because why? Because you have to use even, odd numbers, an odd number. Okay, so that is the card front. Easy and also peasy, right? Remember, if you really don't want to play with this part, you can just adhere the whole panel to the card front and then adhere your little card over the top. I will tell you that's going to make it a little bit uneven across here. Okay? Just saying it. It is. It will. It absolutely will. Okay? Amazon. What kind of fierce? The tweezers, Amazon. Yes, EK Tools. All right, so let's do the back of our card. And that is going to be, this is where you're going to get to see the piecing go on. I'm going to take this card again. And we're going to ink him. I'm going to ink him all, even though I'm not going to stamp him all. And I don't know why I thought this would be cute, but I did. And so I have him going off of the panel down here, like this. Okay. Now I'm also going to stamp that on my piecing DSP. And you don't need the balloons, but you do need the car. And I went ahead, I like to go ahead on the, well, as if I do this every single day. Yes, that's correct, Rosie. Because I'm never, when you do this, you don't really know how much is on the page and off. So just do the whole car and then fussy cut him. It's just not that much more fussy cutting, okay? So I'm going to just cut like this. And I'm going to cut right around the outline, just go right through the tires. I'll come back in a second and clean that up. And then we're going to go around like this. And this gives me the opportunity to tell you, to remind you that you fussy cut with your paper right back up against the fulcrum of the papers of the snips. And you can, especially with these smaller pieces, you can balance your index finger on the bottom of the scissors to just kind of give yourself some stability. And then you're going to turn the paper with your non-cutting hand, okay? Don't try to turn the scissors, turn the paper instead. Okay. Like that. Really a pretty straightforward fussy cut. There have been way harder ones in the world than that was. All right. And then we're going to just cut around the tires. Don't have a stroke, Amy. I know. It's okay. Fussy cutting is fun. I like fussy cutting in the morning and fussy cutting. I'm not going to bother with that because it's not in the picture. So let's go ahead and adhere that and then just snip the end. I should draw a driver end. Now see, now you've exceeded my capability. Unless you want a stick figure driver. I will demonstrate what that would look like here in just a second. And then you would be like, yeah, Mary, do not put a driver in there because you want it to look like you have some, like you have a semi-clue, okay? Because if I drew a driver, it would be like this. It would be not with that end. It would be, and then, you know, he'd be like that. And then here'd be this windshield. Oh, yes. And he might be wearing a hat like that. So you see why I'm not drawing a driver? No, no driver will be drawn. But I am going to color his tires. And I'm going to give it a little ground. Going to ground it like this. And then just take your snippy whippies. How do you circumcise a whale? Send down foreskin divers. Oh, okay. That's probably true. No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't, Amy. You would be okay. And we'll color these little dudes. And wait, where's my envelope? Let me do that too, because, you know, what the heck. I might as well approximate efficiency. All right. I like using Stampin' Write markers occasionally because you don't have to worry about it bleeding through, right? Like you would if these were blends. Oh dear, that wasn't good. That was not good. Well, I had a little piece of extra something or other right there. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to fix that in about 32.9 nanoseconds. Remember what I said about how you could fussy cut a balloon? Get ready, you're fixing to see it. You're fixing to see it. And I think it's going to be a striped balloon. So let me find some striped paper. All right. This too can be fixed. Wait, let me color this little guy. Remember, guys, it's just paper and ink. What's the worst that could happen? Right? Well, the worst that could happen, obviously, is you make a big old giant ink mess. Okay, just stamp that like that. And that was my own dumb fault because I knew that that ink was wet. I knew it was, and I thought I had given it enough time to dry. So I'm just going to do what I told you. Amy, are you within the golden 30 minutes? Do you need me to call 911? I know. I'm fussy cutting the balloon. I know I said I wasn't going to, but needs must. Needs must. Okay. I have to be quiet because I'm holding my mouth just right. Okay, there we go. All right, here we go. Twizzlers. Glue. The balloons are tiny. Finn is fine. Finn is fine. Finn went to the farmer's market today. Somebody thought he was a Bernese mountain dog. I was like, no. He's just an Australian Shepherd who happens to be very big. A bitty, bitty big dog. He's a bitty, bitty big dog. All right, there we go. So see, it's really cute with pieced balloons, right? Cute, cute, cute. And then I'm going to add one of these little dudes because I can. Because I can. And then I'm going to adhere it to a, yes, I done screwed up. I has to fix my tiny boo-boo. That is correct. Yeah, I said, no, he's just really large. I expected a 40-pound Aussie. I got like 2 for the price of 1, really. Here we go. I kind of like doing this because that little tiny card on the front is way too little. to really do any kind of an anything, right? So we'll put this on, and then we'll adhere the card front, and we'll be done. Well, I do have to put some DSP on my envelope flap, but that's pretty easy. About the only way I can screw up now is if I adhere the card front upside down, which is entirely possible. Anything is possible on a Saturday or a Monday or sometimes on Wednesday. Okie dokie. Be sure I'm not doing... Have you heard the term self-fulfilling prophecy? I should not have even put adhere the card front on upside down out into the universe. I don't want my res making that come true. Okay, so there we go. There is the card. And then the back, and you can see this one has the pieced balloon, and then this one does not. So either one is cute. You can do whichever you like. Now I'm going to take another piece of this striped DSP and adhere it to my envelope flap, and that will do it for my card. That'll do it for my card. That'll do it for my card. I really like that pretty paper. The colors are so pretty. So cheerful. They fit this day that we've had in Georgia that has felt very spring-like most of the day. Been lovely. Truly lovely. And there we go. Dunske. And we're Dunske. 2 cards ready to roll. What you think? You like it? I love this little fun fold. Full name to Facebook. Sorry about your full name. Facebook did that. Okay. Oh, I got you. I see. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the friend thing. All right, guys, I appreciate you spending part of your weekend with me. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and I hope you'll see me on Thursday. Have a good week. Thanks. Ta.